There's a module named Get
Mm-hmm.
to Know Yourself, which really
Mm-hmm.
provided me with a structured way to analyze my skills, values, and experiences. I learned to articulate my soft skills, and I think this skill is the foundation for everything else. As I mentioned, from writing a compelling CV to confidently
Mm-hmm.
answering interview questions. So
Mm-hmm.
I think this one skill empowered me to not just apply for jobs, but to
Mm-hmm.
truly understand why I'm a good fit for them.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our EDUCAST podcast, which is the podcast for the European Digital University. And today I am your host, Draha, and we have a very interesting guest with us who is Ashfia. She recently did her employability course through the help of EDUC Alliance. So we will have a very nice conversation with her to know her experience through this whole course and see what's in it for all of us. So, hi, Ashfia. How are you?
Hi, Draha. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great, and thank you so much for joining us in this
Yes. Thank you so much
podcast
for
episode.
inviting me into this podcast. It
Of
was an
course,
honor
of
for me.
course, of course. And we will start this whole podcast with a small introduction about you. Where are you from, and what are you currently studying? If you could tell us a bit more about it.
Yes, my name is Ashfia Salsabil. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm currently studying at the University of Pécs, doing my bachelor's in psychology, and it's been a year that I'm here. That's
That's so
all.
interesting. That's so interesting. And, as an international student, our main goal is always to just go to university, study, and everything. But how did you came across EDUC Alliance and this whole information regarding EDUC? If you could tell us a bit more about it.
Well, I found it in my email, and then one day I just noticed that beautiful newsletter in my email that actually crossed my mind that, okay, maybe this is something would be interesting. And when I went to their portal, their website, uh, I thought about it. Like, okay, let's do this course.
Mhm. So, basically, what made you interested into this whole EDUC information was the curiosity, I'm guessing, or was it curiosity, or the fact that they are offering internship, or did you just wanted to try something new?
Well, for me, I just wanted to try something new because for me, um, I need to do internships after 2 or 3 years. So internships is not really necessary for me right now. So I just wanted to make myself prepared for the internships and to know about the job markets in Europe since I'm here. So there's a lot more to learn about this thing. That's why it just interested me. And that's when I thought that, okay, I should take this chance and should learn
Mhm. And
from
that is
this
so
course.
interesting to know because a lot of the time people think that, okay, maybe this edu platform is just for internship, but it's actually not true. You can go to our platform and find anything for anyone. So if you're even a starting student in a university, you can always go there and look for courses that can interest you. And for you, it was the employability course, right?
Yes, it was the employability course. Because I already had this idea of having an international career in my mind, and this course just is a tool to help me act on my interests, strengthen my CV profiles, and navigate the international job market, I assume.
Mhm. So it was kind of preparing you to get into your mindset of internship, but through a simple course, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. The next question I would like to ask you is regarding the whole routine of your course because the course itself is online and self paced, meaning that you can place your own routine. You can decide when you want to start and finish your course. So,
Mhm.
how did you exactly organize your courses and how did you keep up with your progress? If you could tell us a bit more about it.
Well, the hardest challenge of a self-paced online course is to maintain the schedules. Since you
Mhm.
need to do all by yourself, it's important to make a routine for it. Otherwise, it's all just gonna mess up. So my routine was on a weekly basis. I used to do it on weekends, and within four settings, I completed the module. It I believe that it helped me more to learn all the objectives and understand the knowledge about the courses and do the quizzes. So
Mhm.
it helped me more in that basis. But if someone wants to, they can do it on a daily basis as well.
Mhm. And if you could share that exactly, how was it planned, the whole course itself? Was it a step by step improvement, or did you, as you mentioned, you had to take quizzes? So, exactly how did you take those quizzes? And do you feel like the model was perfect for you to reach a certain goal?
Undoubtedly, yes, because the module was super easy for me. There were sections for each articles, so all I
Mhm.
had to do was to read the articles, learn the understand the knowledge of those articles, and then do short quizzes. And at the end, you can do the final quiz, which basically helped me to understand the whole case scenarios and do the quizzes after.
Mhm. So it's kind of slowly preparing for you for to go to the step two and then step three, and
Yes.
finally finishing the course with quizzes. So you know that, okay, I learned everything and now the result is in front of me through the quiz.
Yeah, also there were so many examples of building your CVs or how to
Mhm.
confidently answer your interview questions. There were examples and some platforms too where I could practice to build my CVs to answer my interview questions on the job basis.
Mhm. So, do you feel like anyone who's very new to building their own CV or starting their own career can also join this course? Not that they already have to have a prior knowledge of these fields. Do you think that
Yes.
a new beginner can also join these
Yeah,
courses
yeah,
as well?
definitely, definitely. It helps you from it teaches you from the beginning.
Mhm.
I already have a CV, so what I had to do just to improvise my CV. But those
Mhm.
who do not know how to build a CV, they can do it as well. It will help them more. This is what I believe.
Mhm, mhm. That's very good to know. And I also wanted to know a bit more about the platform itself. It's an online platform, so you're doing everything from home. In that case, was the whole platform accessible to you or easy to use for a beginner? Like, how was your experience to log in and sign up, if you could tell?
Well, all I had to just open the EDUC account in my
Mhm,
laptop, and then the course was already there, so it was
mhm,
accessible for me. It was easy for me.
mhm, mhm,
I had to register for the course, and then they sent me all the course materials, learning materials in my email. So through the
mhm,
emails, I had to log in to the EDUC portal, and that's all. Here you
mhm.
have the whole modules.
Mhm. That's very interesting because this is what we are constantly trying to do to make sure that a platform is easily reachable and anyone can join easily. So it's good to know that it was easy for you as well and you joined the whole process. And to continue with that part, I just want to know that what did you exactly learn about yourself through this whole course?
I should, I should. Well, that's a good question. Let me think for a second. Mm, I actually found all my strengths and weaknesses through the course because it helped me to boost my confidence in to know about the international market.
Yeah, like it prepares you for the international market no matter what your study topic is, because you mentioned you're not exactly studying in, let's say, in a marketing or management position,
Hmm.
but it connects you with your topic in a way that you can join the labor market prepared. So it kind of helps you to discover you, right?
Yeah, it did.
Mhm. That's very good to know because this is one of our main target point to make sure that no matter what your study field is, you get to know yourself properly and know that exactly which part do you want to join in the labor market. And continuing to that, I would like to know that did anything surprise you about the European labor market? Because I remember you mentioned that you wanted to know a bit more about the European labor market because, of course, you came here to study, so you would want to
Yeah.
know more. So, was there anything that surprised you about the labor market specifically?
Well, initially, I had a general idea of a single European job market since
Mm-hmm,
I was very new to this culture and the
mm-hmm,
strategies here. So, the biggest
mm-hmm,
surprise was learning just how diverse and varied it is.
mm-hmm,
Not just in terms of language, but in
mm-hmm,
work culture, legal standards, and even the
mm-hmm,
skills that are in demand. So
mm-hmm,
I think it helped me move from a simplistic view of Europe to a wider country by country
mm-hmm.
understanding.
Mhm. And it's also good to be in this diverse platform because you mentioned that you're from Bangladesh. So of course there will be differences from a student who's from Bangladesh to
Yes,
know everything about
definitely.
the
There's a
yeah.
lot of differences, and that's why the course helped me more to understand the job market here and to understand, okay, what eligibility do I need to gain to get a job
Mhm.
here?
Because if you're focusing on the European market, you have to know a bit more about the whole process before you like start the whole process. So I think this course is kind of a description of that. That okay, just start learning about it, and eventually you will get familiarized with it. So there's nothing to be scared of. If you had to pick one skill that you really improved thanks to the course, what would that skill be? Because you already mentioned about improving your CV, improving your
Mhm.
knowledge regarding the European labor market. So, if there's any specific skill that you improved during this whole course.
I should, well, I think it would be self assessment
Mm-hmm,
because there's a module named Get
mm-hmm,
to Know Yourself, which really
mm-hmm,
provided me with a structured way to analyze my skills, values, and experiences. I learned to articulate my soft skills, and I think this skill is the foundation for everything else.
mm-hmm,
As I mentioned, from writing a compelling CV to confidently
mm-hmm,
answering interview questions. So
mm-hmm,
I think this one skill empowered me to not just apply for jobs, but to
mm-hmm.
truly understand why I'm a good fit for them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's so interesting to know because it just means that we are hitting our goal with these courses because that's exactly what we are trying to do with our students. And at the same time, I want to ask you that the course is basically linked to the EDUC internship scheme because we want to prepare our students through these courses so that eventually they can go forward with an internship. But you mentioned you're just in your first year,
Yeah.
so you're not really targeting internship, but maybe in the future when you're in your third year. So, do you think that now that you've done this one course, you are kind of a bit more prepared for your future internship opportunity, let's say in third year or within 2 years? Do you
Mhm.
think you're more prepared now than before?
Yes, I think so. Because the modules on job search methods and understanding the labor market was quite crucial for me in the beginning. So they basically gave me a practical framework for researching and applying for internships in a new country. So that's how I felt more prepared to tailor my approach and do all my researches to do the internships.
Mhm, mhm. And that's actually a very good point to know when you're trying to look for a job in a totally new sector. Because let's say someone who's from Asia has totally different view of looking for a job than someone who's in Europe because there's cultural difference, there's time difference. So you need to know the routine or the way everything is being approached. So
Yeah.
this course is preparing you with everything through like an online platform.
Yes, I think that's how your first question was what interested me in this course. I think this is
Mm-hmm,
one of the reasons which interested me more. Like I don't have to go out, I don't need to prepare myself every day to do something, to learn about it. I could just do it at home within my comfy pajamas, and
Mm-hmm.
just do it online.
Okay, we are so happy to know that you actually enjoyed and learned so many things from it. And at the same time, I would like to ask a very important question, which is how do you see the connection between what you learned here and for your future career? Like in a way, I'm asking you like, what's your future career? How do you want to
Mhm.
see it? And if it connected you with that.
Well, I feel the connection is quite practical because I
Mm-hmm.
see what I learned in the course as the essential map for my future career, especially my plan to work internationally. Since I'm currently studying psychology, either
Mm-hmm.
I would go for research or probably counseling, which would help
Mm-hmm.
me in
Mm-hmm.
those prospects.
Mm-hmm.
So this
That's
is how
great.
I
That's
see the
great.
connection. And
Mm-hmm.
I
Of
hope I
course.
hope that it would really work for me.
Mhm. I think it would work for you because, as you mentioned, that you went through all the modules one by one, you tested yourself, and you actually gained a lot of knowledge than before. So I think you're well prepared. Okay, now that you're actually done with your course, I would like to ask that would you recommend this course to other students?
Definitely. Why not? I would recommend
Yeah.
it to any student
Hmm? Yeah,
because
it's free
it's
of
a
reach.
for me, it's a guide that, turns those overwhelming ideas of an international career into a clear and actionable plan. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to feel those overwhelming thoughts. Okay, what I'm gonna do about my internships? Where should I apply? What should I do, or what should I not to do? You don't have these thoughts anymore because you already know the basics about the market and about your skills as well. So it really helps you to understand, okay, what should be your next step, and you can act on that.
Mm-hmm. That the whole session has been so great with you because I actually got to know all the answer that I wanted. And it's been interesting to hear your experience regarding it. So, to conclude everything, basically, if you want to learn something new about this sector, of course, join within the comfort of your own home. You get to learn something new. So, why not give this a shot? There's always new opportunities coming here with EDUC. So, yeah, thank you so much, Ashfia, for sharing everything with us.
Thank you so much for inviting me as well.
Mhm.
I really enjoyed
And
it too.
yeah, I enjoyed talking to you as well, and we wish you all the luck for your future accomplishment. And we hope to see you more active in our courses as well, because we have continuous courses that are getting updated on our website. So hopefully, you will get to attend them, and your friends will also get to attend them. And with that being said, we are ending our podcast here right now, and we cannot wait to host more of these podcasts with our students so you guys get to have a deep dive into their experience. And who knows, maybe you will be the next student who's joining us with this podcast. Thank you so much again. Bye.